So welcome back to my channel, State Teacher Jonathan. The last discourse was gene mutation, change in DNA that make up the gene. That is the genes, where there's a change in sequence of the DNA that make up the gene. And gene is what transfer hereditary character from parents to their offspring. When there is change in arrangement of DNA in our gene, it can cause problem. So let's now look at the cause. What is the cause of this sickle cell disease? What is the cause? So listen, you can understand this. It's not that you cannot be a doctor. Like I told you, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you information. You can understand this if you want. Don't say it's difficult, or am I going to write the exam? No, it's good that you have knowledge of this, so that when people will come and tell you that, oh, I have this, look at this woman, she has 4 children, but the village people, they all call the children to be sicklers. Nobody causes that. At least there is a fundamental cause. Maybe any other thing I don't know, but there's fundamental, and it's from our blood. It's good you hear this and learn and listen to it. You can explain it to your children. You can explain it to people that want to marry and their sickle cell, they carry sickle cell disease. So the cause of sickle cell, the adult hemoglobin is the iron pigment. It's a protein that transports blood from transport oxygen is from our lungs to the tissues of the body. And the adult hemoglobin is made up of 4 proteins. Listen, you can understand it the way you can understand and give change to your customers when they buy something from you. An adult hemoglobin has 4 proteins, 2 beta globin proteins and 2 alpha globin protein. Then the beta globin gene gives information for making beta globin protein, while the alpha globin gene gives instruction for making alpha globin protein. I repeat, I said that that is the adult hemoglobin has 4 proteins. We have the 2 beta, beta, beta protein globin, and the 2 alpha beta protein globin. And the beta globin gene gives instruction to produce beta globin protein, while alpha globin gene gives instruction to produce the beta globin alpha globin protein. So what is the and this thing is the sickle cell disease is caused, listen, is caused by mutation in the hemoglobin beta gene that produce beta hemoglobin protein found on chromosome 11. Even the chromosomes in our body, they're also coded. The chromosomes in our body are coded. So this beta globin protein is located, gene is located on number 11 chromosome in our body. Then this sickle cell, or we call it ABS, is an abnormal hemoglobin in which, so in that chromosome 11, number 11, there is a point mutation there. In the 6th position of that hemoglobin, what should be there is glutamic acid. But because there is a point mutation, that is where a single nucleotide is changed for that, maybe by accident or by environmental factor, instead of getting glutamic acid residue in number 6 position. What is there is valine. Valine is a, all of them are, glutamic acid is a protein. Valine, what is there? So there's a point mutation. There is a change in nucleotide in 6th position. Instead of glutamic acid, which is negatively charged, what is there is valine, which is neutral. That is the problem of people with sickle cell anemia, disease. So what will happen now, instead of producing a normal hemoglobin, which is a flexible and a disc like shape, just round like that, it will now produce abnormal hemoglobin, which is sickle in shape. That is like sickle. You know what sickle? You can use it to cut, can harvest, just like sickle. I will show you the picture. So instead of having, because of that mistake, point mutation, instead of having glutamic acid in position 6, there is what is there is valine. And it will now, instead of it to produce a normal hemoglobin, it will produce abnormal hemoglobin, which is HbS, instead of HbB. And normal hemoglobin, which is disc-like in shape, will now, the one that will be produced, because it's abnormal, it will be sickle in shape. And the implication, I will tell you the implication later. So the implication, of that shape is that the normal hemoglobin that is disc-like, that is round in shape, that is flexible, can easily go through the, the veins of the body, the arteries of the body, to the places where it's supposed to drop oxygen. Because hemoglobin will go to the lungs, pick oxygen, go and drop it to the tissues of the body. But this abnormal hemoglobin that is sickle shape will not be able to penetrate into the vein. What it will do is that it will go there and block the vein. So instead of it now to be able to transport oxygen around the body, it will not be able. And that is the problem of the people that are suffering from sickle cell disease, because they don't have enough oxygen. That's why they are anemic. That's why there's always pain, because the body is not getting enough oxygen. That is the implication. It will lead to the blocking of the blood vessels and preventing hemoglobin from carrying oxygen throughout the body. So it's point mutation, change in nucleotide sequence. Instead of glutamic acid number 6, what is there is valine. That is the sickle, is the cause. It's not anybody's fault. It can be by error during replication or by environmental factor. Thank you for listening. You can say your mind. See you in the next video. Thank you.